Hello students, welcome back to your science class. So students, in the previous class in this chapter, that is light, which is we are talking about the reflection we have already completed. And in the refraction, what are the things that we have studied till now, students? Let me revise you and then we will move forward. Basically, the refraction, meaning of the refraction is that movement or the passing of the light from one medium to another, then it get bent. So we can say that the bending of the light when it moves from one medium to the another, that is called as the refraction of the light. So it can move from rarer to denser or denser to rarer. When we talk about the rarer or denser, so rarer means where density is less, rare, and where the density is more, they are denser. So when a light ray passes from the denser to rarer, rarer to denser, it get bent, and that bending is called as the refraction. Here, one thing we should know that according to law of reflection, the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection, but in case of a refraction, it's not like that because here the angle changes. So laws of reflection will not going to be followed in case of the refraction. That is only for the laws of reflection. In case of a refraction, students, we have seen that when a light passes from that of the rarer to denser, this is water, students. So when a ray of a light, it is air and this is water. So when a ray of a light falls on the surface of the passes through that of the water, then there is a normal. So it bent towards that of the normal. It bent towards the normal. So we can say that when a light ray passes from rarer to denser, it bend towards the normal. Just opposite of that. So suppose a light ray is there which is passing from the water to the air. So in that case, this is, if suppose this is the light ray which falls on the surface of the air, so after that we will make a normal here. So it will get bend away from that of the normal. Try to understand the concept. So movement of the light ray from the denser to rarer medium make it bend away from that of the normal, and when the movement occur from a rarer to denser, then it will make it to move towards the normal. We have already understood this, and we have also seen, students, one structure is there, that what will happen when a light ray passes from that of the glass slab. So here you will find that the three kind of rays are there. First one is the incident ray, the second one is the refracted ray, and the third one is there which is an emergent ray. So when a light ray falls on that of the glass slab, this is the normal. So it will bend towards that of the normal, students. And again here you can see it is moving from rarer to denser, so it will move towards the normal. But as it start passing from the glass slab to the air, so here it is moving from the denser to rarer, so it will move away from that of the normal. When you will pass, when you will stretch this one, you will find that these two are what? Angle of incidence and incident ray and emergent ray. This is an emergent ray, this is a refracted ray, this is an incident ray. So this emergent ray is parallel to the incident ray, and the difference that occur here, it is called as lateral displacement. It means because of the presence of this glass slab, the light ray get displaces this much. Okay, if there will be no glass slab will be there, it will easily passes through that. But due to the presence of the glass slab, it shows some lateral displacement. It get displaces little bit here. This is about the glass slab. Now, one more thing is there, that what will happen in case of a light when it passes perpendicular. Right now, when we are falling that of the light ray, it falls on the surface making an angle. What will happen when it passes through the glass slab perpendicular to it? So we can write it here that light falling normally. Light falling normally on a glass slab. On a glass slab. Light falling perpendicular on a glass slab. Okay, so we can write here that if an incident ray falls normally or perpendicularly to the surface of a glass slab then there is no bending in the ray of light. Then there is no bending of the ray of light, and it goes straight. Okay, so if the incident ray falls normally or perpendicularly to the surface of a glass slab, then there will be bending of the ray of a light happen and it goes straight. Okay, basically what happened, let us try to understand this concept with the help of a diagram. So it will be this is a glass slab. Now a ray of a light falling perpendicular to it. This is air and this is glass. Again this is air. The same thing that we have made earlier also. So here when a ray of a light passes through that of the glass slab, it will easily pass through it without showing any kind of a bending here. The angle that will be made perpendicular, so it will be 90 degree. Okay, this is A and this is B. Now you see here student, basically what happened, how it is different from that of the other one. So you see, when we were talking about that of the why refraction basically happens, we said that a ray of a light, a beam of a light when falls on the surface, so what happened obliquely, it means making an angle. At that time, one of the ray or some of the beam of the ray, some of the beam of the light, it falls earlier on that of the surface, while other one travels a certain distance. So what will happen, the first one making an angle from here, it will bend towards the normal and reaches the other side first, as compared to the second one, it will reaches the little bit late, and finally this will get moves away, and here also it will moves away. So you can see here that when it falls obliquely, mean making an angle, at that time first few rays reaches first to the glass slab, then the other, due to which this kind of a refraction can be seen to us. But what happens when a ray of a light falling on the surface is perpendicular, then what happens students, you can see this is a glass slab, and when a beam of a light falls on the surface, so both of them are perpendicular both these ray are perpendicular to each other. So, or both when the beam of a light falls on it is perpendicular. So what will happen? These two rays are actually falling on the surface at the same time. So due to which obviously there will be refraction is there, because there will be change in the speed also happens. It does not mean that since it is in air and this is of a glass and again in the air, so there will be no refraction will take place because it is falling perpendicular. Absolutely refraction will happen when it moves from the rarer to the denser medium, but here that reflection cannot be seen. The reason is because both of them are falling on the surface at the same time. So they will enter into the glass at the same time and the speed will also remains the same, and due to which they reaches to the other end of the glass slab at the same time. Try to understand. At the first case, students, what happened? Some of the light rays, it is some of the light rays are there, students, which is falling on the surface like this. Okay, so what happened? Falling on the surface like this. So what happened? So some of the ray falls faster as compared to other one. Now, so what will happen? The first one will enter this beam of a light will enter first to that of the glass slab. So they will reach first and the other will reaches late as compared to the other one. Now again both of them, this one reaches the glass slab first, so it will passes through that of the glass slab first and then that of the other one, due to which it will be easy for us to see the refraction very easily. But in case of here, both of them are falling at the same time. So when they enter into the glass, the speed of the light will also remains the same. And when the speed of the light, obviously when it reaches to glass, it will get decreases. But both of them are moving at the same pace. And finally both of them reaches to the glass slab at the same time, at the other end of the glass slab. And when it passes out through it, what will happen? Since it is passing perpendicular, so it will came out without showing any deflection, and again here the speed of the light get increased and both of them will pass with the same speed. So the reason is that since it is falling on the surface at the same time, so refraction will happen together, and due to which we are not able to distinguish here. And finally when it will came out through that of the glass slab, what will happen? Again it will come out with the same pace. Obviously when it enters into the air, then the speed of the light will get increased, but both of them are moving with the same speed, due to which no such kind of a difference can be seen in case of the light which is falling normally on that of the glass slab, student. Okay, so there is no bending of the light ray, although the speed get disturbed, but we can say the refraction happens when the light rays falls on the surface of the glass slab, student. Okay, so this is how the light falling normally on the glass slab. Moving on, and we will see now the effect of the refraction of light. Effect of refraction of light. Effect of refraction of light, students. So here there are few things. Let me write it. First one, a stick held obliquely held obliquely, and partially immersed in water, and partly immersed in water, appears to be bent at the water, appears to be bent at the bottom, at the water surface. This is the first effect, in which a stick or even a pencil is there when which is held obliquely into the bucket, it will appears to be bent at the water surface. Second one, that is an object placed underwater appears to be raised. Underwater appears to be raised. Appears to be raised. Next one is a pool of water appears to be less deep. Appears to be less deep than it actually is. Okay. Stars twinkles at night. The stars twinkles at night. Let me read it. What are the things? An object placed under the water appears to be raised. Whatever the object which is placed under water, it appears little bit raised. Then pool of the water, it does not appear this much deep, but it is actually, it appears less deep. Then the stars which is present in the sky is clear, is twinkling. A lemon which is kept in water, it appear bigger in size. A lemon kept in water appears to be bigger in size when viewed from the sides. When viewed from the sides. Okay. So these are the things which we can say that these are the effects of the refraction of light, students. Let us try to understand few of them in order to understand that how it will we can say that it is an effect of a reflection of a light, or how it causes the refraction. So if you see the first one we said that if suppose we will keep a stick or a pencil bent which is placed obliquely to that of the water, in the water, then what happened, it appears to be little bit raised. Okay, the reason is because of the refraction. So let me explain you this with the help of a diagram. a stick partially immersed in water appears to be bent. Reason is, so you see student, this is a water surface. Okay, so first of all we will make a stick here. Okay, this is a stick. Okay, so now what will happen, one of the ray from this reaches to the water surface, other one here. Then what happened, it will get distracted. Okay, now you see, this is what, this is an eye, this is the ray. This is an eye and this is a ray. Now what will happen, because of that, so instead of here, it will appears at okay, so this one, oh, you see here students. Now what happened, suppose this is what, this is a stick, this is air and this is water. Okay, now this is a stick which is what, which is A, here it is B, here it is O. From this C and D, this is X and this is Y. Then both of them, they meet at a point that is I. Sorry. Okay. This is what student, this is the image. This is the image. And we can write it here, the stick appears bent. Appears bent. You see student, what happened? When the stick was there, first of all, suppose you had kept a stick or a pencil obliquely. Obliquely means making an angle with that of the water. You had kept it inside. What will happen? One of the ray, when you look at the bottom, what will happen? One of the ray from the bottom reaches to that of the water surface and another ray also reaches to the water surface. So first ray is OD, which reaches to the water surface, and you know that water is what? It is a denser. Okay, and air is what? That is a rarer. So the water, when it moves from the water surface to the air, here it is actually moving from the denser medium to the rarer medium. So as it moves from the denser to rarer, you know that is an imaginary normal ray is there, so it will move away from that of normal and reaches to the eye. Same thing happened with that of OC. So one of the ray from OC, it will also moving from the water to the air. It means from the denser to the rarer. So it will move away from the normal and reaches to the eye. So we can say here that this OD and OC, after refraction, because it is present in the water and the light ray is moving from the water to the air, so they get refracted to that of the in the eye, and it reaches the eye that in form of a dy and cx. Now you know that our eye is not like that we used to see the bend thing. It always sees the straight line, straight path. So instead of seeing here, it will create this structure, this refraction will create an illusion due to which we think that the light ray, because when we stretch it, this light ray straight, we will find that here the image or the stick is not present actually here, but it is present at the point that is eye. So it appears bent because of the eye which we are looking. It is because of the refraction only. Once it get refracted, it reaches to the eye, and eye we think that the base of this stick or that of the pencil is not O, but it is I. So it is little bit at a higher place. Okay, it appears little bit bent. So this is the first case of students in which we can say that when we take a stick or when we take a pencil, then because of this light rays, it appears that it is actually not present at O, but it is actually present at I. Okay, so the same thing we can also say about a pencil, and that is when a pencil is immersed, then we can write it that when a pencil is partially immersed, when a pencil is partly immersed in water, it immersed in water and held obliquely. You can take anything, student, whether a stick or that of the pencil. If the question asks for the pencil, you have to write the same answer that you are writing in case of a stick. So immersed in water and held obliquely. Held obliquely to the surface, the pencil appeared to be bent. The pencil appears to be bent at the water surface. From where especially it looks like that it is bent, student. So when viewed from sides. When viewed from sides. Okay. So we can say here that since light is moving from the denser medium to the rarer medium, due to which it causes the refraction, and thus we can say that it shows the it appears that it is actually bent, which is not exactly we can say. Next one is that whenever an object is placed in the water, it also appears raised. You see, if suppose when we keep a coin in it, then if nothing is there in that of the vessel, you will find, and you just keep your face in such a way that it must have some distance from the vessel, you are not able to see it. Now do one thing, you do not change the place, simply sit there wherever you are sitting, and now add a water in it. Now you are able to see it. and the reason for this is also refraction of light, student. Okay. So this effect of refraction we are going to study in the next class.